I read 84 books in 2024. Here are 2 snapshots of them sprawled out on my basement floor. I've read books from NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, to Economics for Dummies, to 20th Century Music Composition, which included a biography of Alban Berg and an autobiography by Igor Stravinsky. I also read a book about psycho-cybernetics, seduction, self-improvement, biographies, web development, tantra, weight training, stoicism, and a book about dogs. There are a few fiction books in this batch as well. Here's a wider view. You can see this is my basement. I work out down here. So I made a video of my favorite books of the year, but the video is a bit grainy, so I downloaded some clearer images that you could see a lot better. So here's the first book, The Millionaire Fastlane by M.J. DeMarco. DeMarco critiques the slow accumulation of wealth through the traditional job and investment route, advocating for a more aggressive, risk-taking approach to wealth creation. This was a really fun book to read. I highly recommend it. The second book, Elon Musk. This is a biography by Walter Isaacson. One of the many inspirational aspects of this book is Elon's relentless work ethic. He will work night and day to get something done, even if it takes 100 hours or more per week. Think Like a Pancreas by Gary Scheiner. This book gives you all the information you need to manage your insulin, whether you're diabetic or not. I recommend everybody read this book. Relentless and Winning by Tim S. Grover. These books will inspire you to go beyond what you ever thought you were capable of doing. You will want to read these books over and over after you've read them once. 48 Laws of Power and The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. Both are amazing books. Both are packed with so much information that you'll have to read them several times to retain it all. The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. This is another book about alternative ways to become wealthy by escaping the 9-to-5 and automating your life by working less and living more. Richard Branson, Losing My Virginity by Richard Branson. This is an adventurous book. He starts at his childhood and takes you through his Virgin Records empire to Virgin Air and beyond. It's very inspiring, fast-moving, and this book is very unique compared to the other biographies I read because Richard Branson is definitely a risk-taker and adventurer. Deep Work by Cal Newport. This book is about mastering focused productivity and minimizing distractions. I think everybody should read this book, but the problem is we live in a society where people are not focused and everybody seems to have ADHD. The Mountain Is You and The Truth About Everything by Brianna Wiest. These books are brilliant, and they're about overcoming self-sabotage, achieving self-mastery, and a variety of other things about life. The Game by Neil Strauss. This book is about Neil's journey into the seduction community. Now, this was around the early 2000s, so much of this book will not apply today. You'd probably get arrested for doing some of the things he did. And it's a wild ride. I highly recommend reading it, but not doing everything that he talks about in it. Beyond Death's Door by Maurice Rawlings. This book is about near-death experiences and evidence for the afterlife, like heaven and hell. I've read a few of these books this year, and I enjoyed each and every one of them. I'll probably read this one again sometime. The Wanting Seed by Anthony Burgess. This is a dystopian satire on overpopulation, societal decay, and survival in a fallen world. It's one of those rare books I happened to find at a garage sale, and I thought it looked interesting. I liked the title, and I read it, and wow, it just blew my mind. Persuader by Lee Child. In this book, Jack Reacher goes undercover for revenge and justice. I've read several of his books, and I like this one a lot more than the others that I've read so far. Anyway, that's it. All the books I read in 2024 are right here. And hopefully next year, if all goes well, I'm still around, who knows what can happen in life. I will have many more books. My goal was 100. I made 84. I think that's pretty good. A lot of these books were pretty thick. I think that had a lot to do with it. It wasn't like I was reading just little paperbacks or anything. But anyway, talk to you later.